Mr. Murray is very cool. And I'm going to tell you why he's very cool. Because he started this like amazing program where he comes into your home and let's say you just want a dinner party because we can't go to restaurants anymore, right? And you're like, I'm going to get some friends together. We're going to throw some money in. Instead of going to a restaurant, we're going to have that private chef experience here. He keeps it fun. They bring two people in, they do all the stuff. You don't even have to worry about it. You don't even have to worry about it. That's why I love it and I want more of it. And Mr. Murray, I'm going to give it away to you. Please show us what you got and what you're going to do.
Awesome. Thank you, Jennifer. Hi, everybody. My name is Spencer. My business name is called Experience Your Chef. I started this because I've been in restaurants my entire life. So I'm 32. So when I was 14, I started in a pizza place, making $5 cash under the table. And they basically let me run the entire counter as a 14-year-old kid. So here I am taking pizza orders, sending out delivery drivers, doing all this stuff. And I just learned at a very young age the business, and I loved it. And I stayed in it ever since. I've worked in theme parks, hotels, casinos. I could definitely tell you some fun stories from the casinos. I worked at casino buffets that were quite interesting. But I've learned so much in my time. I was always more of a front of the house, but I've always loved culinary, and I just consider myself a food and beverage nerd. I love to study it. Everywhere I go, that's kind of what we like to do. So I started this business with my partner Tyler, who's not here, who's also he's the real chef of the two of us. But combined, our powers together are awesome. So we decided, it's hard in the restaurant business nowadays. More and more restaurants are opening, and it's just being in the business for so long, it's a very grueling, grinding business. So here I said, how can I do what I love the most, which is really the people interaction, the cooking, the intimate settings, and make that one thing. So we started this business, and so we come to your house with private chefs, but rather than just get one person who kind of does the cooking and everything, you're getting both of us. So we hope that we provide a much more intimate, personal experience. We want to be your friends and just hang out with you and cook with you. We set up the party, we prepare, we cook, we serve the food, and then we clean it all up. We do your dishes. Everything should be cleaned up as if we weren't there. So it's kind of this all-inclusive service. And what I'm going to show you today with some food is shrimps Caprese ceviche. And what I like about this, and what I tell people about our food is, there are so many amazing chefs out there who do the fanciest and cool things. So we can do that stuff, no problem. But we're just about really simple, good flavor, tasting food, about a good time. We'll do some funny, goofy food. We'll try to recreate and deconstruct food and make it a different way. But it should all be very comfortable home-style food. Everything we do has everything. We love what we do. So this is the Caprese ceviche. Basically, the idea, the caprese with the tomato, the mozzarella, the basil, the shrimp we added in, and then ceviche is where you basically marinate your seafoods, traditionally in the seafood, in a citrus, right? The citrus kind of cooks your item, which makes it really edible. So I want to show you something really cool too. So we use really cool products. So the shrimp that we use for this is probably the cleanest shrimp in the entire world. It's actually the only shrimp that's grown in the USA. Most of the shrimp is grown in like Vietnam or Laos, and it's chemically flash frozen. So this is shrimp. They're huge little buggers. They're pulled right out of the water in Florida. I put my order in on Monday, and they get mailed here, pulled out of the water on Thursday, and then we start to eat them and stuff. So these are like the freshest, no chemicals, all clean. So I already chopped some up, which I have. Hold, please. So for the ceviche, you want to use littler pieces, so that way the marinade cooks it faster, right? So this is just some shrimp cut up. So we're going to put this in our little bowl. And again, everything I try to do is pretty simple, right? Like when we do our cooking, we'll tell you all about it. We notice some of our customers like to just hang off to the side. Some of our customers like to be like this, checking it all out. And we like both. It's all good. We're just here to have a good time, right? So caprese, so we have tomatoes. We like to use some little sweet tomatoes. You cut those. I actually cut those into quarters, not just halves, because I like the smaller pieces rather than large ones. So we're going to go through here and go through some of this. So while I'm talking to you, we're doing a good special where it's buy $100 gift card, get $100 gift card. Okay, so it's kind of a buy 100, get 100. Go to our website. It's www.experienceyourchef.com. You can see some of our food items on there. We do dinners, whether it be a 4-course sit-down meal with wine pairings or not. And we can also do dinner spreads. We found that kind of the smaller groups like more of the sit-down dinners where they can hang out, and the larger groups prefer more like the buffet, if you will, kind of spread. But we don't consider ourselves really a drop-off caterer. We like to do it there. We like to be with you. It ensures our quality of food. It's about the interaction for us. So we love it. So I got some cucumber. We're going to dice up a cucumber here. Again, I like to do this stuff pretty small. So that way it just kind of takes real well. So here's my cucumber. It's important when you cut, you keep your knuckles straight. Don't want to cut the finger off. Thankfully, on any of these demonstrations, I've never cut a finger off, and I'm still able to do this. So this is good. I'm going to keep cutting this. And I'm going to show you a little technique for the onion that I like to do. I hope Tyler's watching, my partner. He always likes to laugh at me when I do cooking stuff because we just have fun. So we'll tell you some jokes. So you keep your onion, right? So you have your onion and you keep the little end part on and don't cut it off. And then you just cut little strips down so that way it keeps your onion intact. So you just go down like this, peel, and then now you can cut right down the side and it keeps it all intact and you got your little diced pieces. You never want too much red onion. That stuff can be pretty strong. And if I start crying, it might be because of the onions. That's about it. So, okay. So now you got all those ingredients in there. Pretty simple, right? Now we're going to take lemon juice and you just make sure that's all covered. So you pour that over the top. I'm going to take some salt. We're going to put a little salt in there. Always got to have a little salt in there. And then you let that sit. You're not going to see the second part of this because it's super easy. I don't put the mozzarella cheese in there right now because I don't want the mozzarella to just get broken up and crushed by the lemon juice. Neither the basil. So I have some fresh basil. I actually have a basil plant. I pulled it today. So we'll let that soak. When you're done, you strain it. And then you just mince up some mozzarella. So mozzarella, right? Mince it all up, throw it in there, chop a little basil up, put some basil in, toss it, and boom, you got shrimp caprese ceviche. Okay. You want to leave it in the fridge. It's anywhere between half an hour to an hour. It depends on how small you cut your pieces. I like to just pull a piece of shrimp out, and it's actually quite amazing. If you've never done it, it's so simple. But you put shrimp in lemon juice, you pull it out of the lemon juice, and it's cooked, and it's awesome. So there's a simple little treat for you guys to learn. We can do holiday parties. We can do small weddings. We do, kind of specialize in these small group catering operations. So like I said, whether it's drop off, we come to your house and put some apps out while we cook dinner. But by the end of it, we hope to hang out with you and you're like, damn, these guys are fun. And we just get to do it again, right? So
I love it. Thank you so much, Spencer. Thank you for teaching us. We learned all about all these things. We learned so many great techniques, and just thank you for your generosity. So you get $200 in experience for $100. I dropped his contact information and his website information